Hello everybody, happy Thursday. Let's get into it, talk about it. Same warm-up, been doing it, you love it, hopefully. Let me know how it's going. If it's getting monotonous, I can change it up for you. Let me know, need some feedback. Getting into the workout of the day. Pause it if you need it. Take a look through here. As always, post it in the comments. The way this is going to be broken up. First section here, 1, 2, broken up by family time. Then just like we do in class, second session, we're basically just gonna mirror the top section of the workout. So, getting into it. People that participate in my classes at the gym know I'm a big fan of the burpees, so we're gonna do what I call a progressive burpee for 8 minutes, okay? So we're looking at it here. Basically, this is gonna be a step-by-step movement. Your first rep, you'll do 1 squat, you'll kick out, do 1 push-up, kick in, do 1 jump. You'll follow that up. Your second rep will be 2 squats, followed by your kick out, followed by 2 push-ups, followed by 2 jumps. Okay, so when you get to 10, basically you're knocking out 10 reps. I'll talk about the whole workout and then I'll roll through our demos here. So basically you're gonna do that for 8 minutes. It's gonna seem like a lot, but once you start stacking up the reps, it's not like you're doing 10 minutes straight of just non-stop burpees. A lot of time will be taken up by some rest period in there, shaking your arms out on the push-ups, things like that. Moving on, after that, we have this guy. It's going to be a complex. It's going to be a crossover climber, followed by swimmer, followed by sit-up, okay? Again, 8 minutes worth of this. Basically, you'll do 20 total crossover climbers, 20 total swimmers, so with that meaning 10 on each side, followed by 10 sit-ups, okay? Only 3 exercises, not a crazy amount of reps. We want to make sure that we got quality reps, quality range of motion. After that, of course, going into family time, looking for 4 to 6 reps. If you want to go for time, keep it between the 10 and 15 minutes that we always do. Family time, same concept, not a lot of cardio involved because of the pace that we're going to be pushing during the workout aspect itself. So family time, 4 to 6 times through, or your 10 to 15 minutes. Going to knock out 5 inchworms, followed by 10 cross behind lunges each side. So you're looking at 20 total. Side plank hip dip, 10 each side. 20 total, followed by 10 V pushes, okay? As soon as you finish the V push, go right back to the top of the list. So one more time, I'll give you a pause. First 2, 8 minutes, 4 to 6 times through on the family time. Once we get down here, basically gonna repeat these movements here, however, only 5 minutes this time. So hopefully that means you can push the pace a little bit because we're shaving off 3 minutes off each of those movements. So let's roll through the demos and I'll let you have it. So again, that progressive burpee, focus on the squat, focus on the push-up, focus on the jump. Each rep we move up, adding more of those individual movements to it. So rep 1, good squat, stand up, drop down, 1 push-up, kick in, 1 jump. Rep 2, 1, 2, finish the squat, 1, 2, here, 1, 2, 3 reps, get back into it, so on, so on. See how high you can get. I'm curious on that, so why don't you drop comments. If you got 10 reps, awesome. If you got 20 reps, sweet. I'm just curious how far you guys can get in the 10 minutes. I want to know how much of a burner that is. So once 8 minutes goes out the clock, shake loose, catch your breath, swig of water if you need it. We'll get into that complex then. Crossover climber, swimmers, sit-ups. Again, 8 minutes worth. Basically get through it as many times as you can. Crossover climbers, focus on getting the knee outside the elbow, drive it high, drive it far to the outside, okay? 20 total swimmers, 10 sit-ups. So, is I meant to go one right into the next. If you need a rest after you knock out all 3. So our climbers, 20 total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, blah, blah. I hit my 20, drop down, swimmers, right hand, left foot, raise it up, squeeze, 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 squeeze. So we're looking to really contract the back muscles, squeeze the butt. Okay, try and peel your chest up out of the ground as if we're doing a Superman. Basically, this is a single-sided Superman if you want to look at it that way. After that, we'll roll over, knock out 10 sit-ups. So we're looking for the sit-up, lead with the chest, pick your torso up towards the ceiling, drop down, under control. Want to make sure that our hands aren't swinging. Also want to make sure if you're putting your hands here, we don't want to be cranking on your neck. A lot of people get neck strain. Don't yank on your neck or head. Okay? Once you knock out your 10 sit-ups, take it right back to the top. 20 climbers, 20 swimmers, 10 sit-ups. Breeze through that as many times as you can in that 8 minutes. Again, 8 minutes, not super long. Kick up the pace. Okay. Family time then, 4 to 6 times through, or 10 to 15 minutes. Inchworm, focusing on that hamstring flexibility. So from here, push the butt back, walk it out. Can't see me. Here we go. Walk it back in, stand up. Walk it out, walk it back in, stand up. If you want to make it a little bit harder on yourself, you can walk your hands out a little bit further, out in front of your face, or beyond your face, I should say, then walk it back in. Again, 5 times there. If you want to juice it up, add a push-up to it, something like that if you want. Once you get 5 inchworms, 10 cross behind lunges each side. So, foot goes back and across. 1, 2, 3, got my 10. Flip-flop, 1, 2, 3, got my 10. Awesome. Moving on. Side plank, hip dip, low plank, high plank, your preference. We're here. Hip drops, pick it back up. Hip drops, pick it back up. 10 on one side, roll through. 10 on the other side. What you could do, since we are going through this 4 to 6 times, is do a couple of those out of the high plank, a couple of those on the forearm and the low plank, just to mix it up a little bit. From there, V pushes. Done them a bunch in class. Hips are high, look back between the feet. From here, head drops between the thumbs. Knock out a quick 10. Beat up the shoulders a little bit. Shake it out, get your breath. Get right back into the inchworms as soon as you can. And once again, going through that workout, the second half is basically just going to be, again, that progressive burpee for 5 minutes, and then that same complex for 5 minutes. Afterwards, hit your cool down, 5, 10, 15 minutes of stretching. Get the hammies, chest, back, glutes, all that good stuff. But should be a good one. Let me know how it goes. Enjoy, everybody.